So I had something said to me in a really interesting way today, something that's never been said to me before, and I want to share it with you if you're struggling to get out of that rut, if you're struggling to really, that you want to find love again, or you just want to be free to at least have the choice and not be scared of getting hurt. Or maybe you're just struggling with the weight of it all. Perhaps you've just gone through a breakup and you're trying to figure out co-parenting and all that other stuff that's going on, the toxicity that comes with a breakup. Here's the thing I want you to think about. We've all heard those motivational talks, haven't we, about how it's stealing, how is he stealing from your happiness and blah, 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 blah. They're all masculine kind of ways of trying to get motivation, but those masculine kind of ways don't know what it's like to be fearful and to be not just thinking about your happiness, but thinking about the happiness of your children or your child or the people you love, the people it might impact around you, and the ripple effect it can have throughout families. It can be really hard to really center yourself and make a decision to actually move forward or actually have an idea of how to move forward. Because a lot of the times it's not that we don't know how to move forward. There's hundreds of options. It's the fact that we haven't chosen an option. I think it's Jordan P. Peterson says, anxiety isn't caused because you dumped in the middle of the desert. Anxiety is caused because you haven't chosen a direction to go in the desert. At least if you're going in one direction, you're making a plan, you're deciding if that's the right way or the wrong way, at least you're doing something. And I think most of anxiety is the lack of action. I can certainly say for myself, one of the things I've learned over time is it's the lack of not doing something to move you forward. But here's the thing, because I want to kind of caveat this here. The thing I heard today was about stealing time from tomorrow. So is the things you're doing today, is it actually borrowing time from tomorrow? Is it like going to a bank and literally taking out the cash that is for tomorrow and having it today, so you're in some form of debt for tomorrow? And it got me thinking about two real things. One, I did a video, didn't I, earlier or the other day about toxicity, depending on when you listen to it, but earlier the other day, about dealing with toxic people. And I thought, wow, there's two parts to this. One, when you're dealing with that toxic person, whether it's an ex, whether it's the ex's new partner, whether it's whomever that you're having to deal with, when you're giving them that time space, when you're allowing them to have that headspace, you're literally taking them up to your bank of happiness, your bank of life, your life. I can't emphasize that enough. This is your life. And you're giving them that time, that happiness. It's literally robbery. So there was that part. And also this. How much are you stealing of your future happy memories? See, we, myself included, can get into such a rut around thinking that life is forever, there's always tomorrow. Life isn't guaranteed tomorrow. And that's a really hard concept for us to grasp a lot of the time. But what I'm seeing more and more and more of is women coming to me in their late 30s, their 40s, and even their 50s and beyond, where it's suddenly like, where do I go now? And you're trying to juggle all the balls of being a mom, being a career, whatever it is. And all of a sudden, you don't know which direction to go in. So two parts of this. One of the things I do with my clients, which I'll show you in a minute, but the first one is just simply asking the action I'm taking now, whether it's doom scrolling and just going through TikTok or going through whatever, whether it's obsessing about what you can't control, whether it's wasting time worrying what other people are thinking or gossiping or whatever, is this actually taking away from my happiness? Is it taking away from my future happiness? Because let me tell you this, time is going to go forward regardless of whether you decide you want to be happy or not, whether you decide that you want to be in a relationship. Time will go. Even when you think over the last 10 years, I'm sure there's things that you would have done differently. And here's something that I invite you to do today. If you're on the fence about healing, whether that's with me or whether that's with somebody else, one, if you don't know the right directions to go and you want my honest advice, DM me. I will give you my honest advice about what would be the right first steps for you. Secondly, I do this with all of my clients when we first start working together. I say, if you only had 6 months left to live, and we listed the important areas of your life, so fun, joy, family, children, love, whatever it is, fitness, health, whatever. How you're living right now, would it be the same? The worries, the problems you have right now, would they be given the same energy and the same attention? What would you be doing differently? Because ultimately, procrastination a lot of the times is the lack of realization that, and forgetting how strong you are, actually forgetting how strong you are and the things that you can overcome and the things that you have overcome. So if that is you, I have an amazing challenge coming for you. I probably should have said this to you at the start. I am doing a new challenge, training, whatever you want to call it, right? Where we're starting, what date are we starting on? Let me just get my calendar up properly. 26th, the 26th of, yes, February, 26th, 27th, 28th. And on the 29th, there will be a bonus invite masterclass. Now, this is all about being free to love again. And I'm literally going to share with you everything. If you know my journey, if you don't know my journey, maybe I should do one on that. But from being the single mom, not the single mom, but it's a little bit irrelevant in one way, but being the train wreck that I was going through in life, and I mean emotionally, the relationships, the lack of self-worth, the not knowing how to handle all the toxic stuff that was coming my way, to where I am now, which is in love. As simple as it sounds, like I can't imagine my life as it is now, a blended family, my children, my amazing fiance, the vision and hopes I have for the future that we're moving towards. None of that would have been possible. The people that are nearest and dearest to me know the journey that we've been on. None of that would have been possible if I hadn't have started the work. And let me tell you, I actually initially started out learning hypnotherapy. Then I went into learning Reiki. So I went into energy healing. Then I went into neurologic programs. I started going to 7 hours like Tony Robbins, the 3-4 day event. I can't remember now, in London. I started immersing myself in all these trainings. I actually got my own coach as well. But I went to all these different things, and it gave me freedom. It gave me the freedom to choose differently. And freedom's almost become a scary thing to us as women, because freedom's almost been put across to us. It's scary to have freedom. It's not scary to have freedom. Freedom is what will set you free to make different choices. Freedom is what will give you the choice to be in a relationship or not be in a relationship, to leave a relationship or to stay in a relationship. Freedom ultimately gives you back your authenticity, your autonomy to make new decisions. So if you are ready to come on this journey with me, hop on the link. I'm literally going to be giving you all everything that you need, like everything that I can give you. I'm going to give you everything so you can really, really transform your life, that you can really transform your wounds. You can turn your wounds to wisdom. We're going to be doing some timeline therapy in there. We're going to be doing some energy healing. I'm really going to show you how to find the shadows, how to find the traumas in the past that are now bringing you to where you are now, that will enable you to move forward. These are not going to blast the trauma out so you can be free to make new decisions with a clearer mind, with no anxiety, to just be you and get the fresh start that you truly want and desire. So if you have any questions, DM me. Also click the link above to register so you get all the details, so you don't miss anything, you get all the recordings. I'm sending you lots